Hello and welcome back to From Dust Before It Settled, our IRONSWORN mini campaign here on Twitch, where everything is fine. Everything's just fine. Everything's been great. The characters are okay. And we're gonna learn just how okay they are in a couple minutes. But first, I want to check in and say hello, Summer. How have you been in the few minutes of time in the past week where you haven't been playing Among Us?
How have I been? Great. I've been good. Yeah, like you just said, my time is either me thinking about playing Among Us or me playing Among Us,
Yep.
and there is nothing else. Um, Literally every moment of free time I have is in that game. I have 45 hours since I started playing on Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
And yeah, I have a problem. Remember when we talked about how I was telling you about how I'm a good liar and that's why I really want to be on Survivor?
Uh-huh.
That's
Well,
what
now
this is
you
doing
have
for
Among
me.
Us instead.
Yeah, that's what this is doing for me. Now I don't even have to leave my house to do it. It's amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's been really good. Yeah, this week kind of flew by. Which was good. I'm glad that it did. The smoke let up today, so I'm really thankful for
Yeah.
that. It was our first day that we were not under a warning,
Hell yeah.
and could open our windows with caution. I had my window open for maybe an hour before I started getting kind of nauseous, just because I'm really sensitive to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was nice to have a little bit of fresh air because it rained. But yeah, this week has been good. I It's crazy that we played last weekend.
Yeah,
That feels like a lifetime ago,
it does.
somehow.
Time is doing this weird thing this year. We've talked about it a bunch
Yeah.
on really playing games. Then I think everyone is having this conversation over and over again, which only
Yeah.
compounds the time weirdness. But
Yeah.
all time feels super long and super short at the same time.
Yep.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in the human brain that tracks time that's being thrown off, but it really is being thrown off.
Yeah. I think it's because we've been doing pretty much the same thing day in and day out since March
Mm-hmm.
with no end in sight and not our normal day in, day out. Weekends don't exist anymore to me. There is
Yeah.
no difference between my weekend and my weekday other than I have an extra person to help me take care of Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's we're trapped in we're in fucking Groundhog Day. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a similar conversation, I want to say a month or two ago, but maybe it was last week. Recently, in the past year sometime, I had a conversation about this feeling and sort of my theories about it. And not to get too political on Maine, fuck fascism, fuck the police, but I think a lot of it is the past 4 years have kind of just been hell the entire time, but it's been a
Yeah.
new kind of hell every couple months, which has worked to certain awful people's advantage, where it's here's a new horrible thing for you to be upset about and look at, here's another thing, here's this, where it creates
Yeah.
fatigue. But I feel since July, maybe,
Yeah.
it's just been the same things all at
Yeah.
once, constantly,
Yeah.
for most of the year. And so it's hard to be oh yeah, way back at this time of the year when we were worrying about this thing, because we've just
Yeah.
been worrying about stuff
Yeah.
constantly.
It's we've been telling people to wear their masks for months. It's just the same kind of conversations and the same kind of outrage that's been going
Hmm.
on repeat, on loop
Yeah.
for months. And it's just there's no more tired. This is it. There was a time when we were not tired this year, and then we got tired and then we just exist now. And we're just like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with. This is it. This is what we're dealing with.
But
So
we have Among Us now.
we have Among Us now, which has been a small spark of joy
mhm.
for a lot of people, I think. Not everyone. It's
Not
been a spark
everyone.
of joy for me.
It's a really fun game.
I think there are several different ways to enjoy that game, and all of them are correct unless you're being an asshole troll on the internet.
Yeah.
Which there are.
Or you're
some
quitting
of them.
out of games. Stop it. Don't do that.
Stop
Don't quit
it.
out of games.
What are you doing? Stick around. Hang out in Ghost Chat.
Finish your tasks.
But there are a few different ways to play that game, I think, which I'm trying to teach people who don't like lying about the other ways to play the game, which are more fun for people who don't like lying. But if you are like me and Kyle, who are certified heartless beings of chaos,
you motherfuckers.
I don't even know what to say. I never know when Kyle is lying to me, and I never will again.
I just assume Kyle's lying every time. It's a pretty safe bet. For those of you who don't know, Kyle is another RPG streamy nerd person.
Super Queero on Twitter.
Yes, at Super
Shout
Queero.
out.
No spaces, no underscores, just Super Queero. And we're all on ECW Beach together. But Kyle, fucking assassin.
Yeah.
That
high level assassin.
So I just assume he's always lying.
Yeah, me too.
And if he's not, that's on him. Anyway, I'm glad you've had Among Us and some fresh air.
Me too.
That's been good. We got some fresh air here starting Tuesday, I think it was.
Good.
I remember because Jess and I were hanging out, failing to play IRONSWORN together. And I was like, I'm sorry, I thought I have to have my window open because we have fresh air for the first time ever. It was like the first time in a month I'd been able to open my window. It was great. So yeah. Kiana, how have you been?
I've been okay. I got to play that fun game of is it a cold, is it allergies, or is it COVID? This week.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, I did not feel so hot midweek, which thankfully ended up just being really bad allergies and seasonal changes because we've dropped from like 30 degrees summer to like 16, 15 degree fall over the course of just basically overnight, and my body does not like that. So I just felt like crap, and probably also just like general lack of sleep. So yeah, so I took it easy this week, but I am good now. I am cool. My green screen decided that it just didn't want to work for a hot second, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, fairly uneventful otherwise. Just chilling, doing some cool character development stuff for a project in the back, making a podcast, a TTRPG podcast, and I have made an aggressively normal person. That's who I've
Can you even
made.
play that?
So normal that several people said if you disappeared, no one would notice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was one of those
Aggressively
people.
normal. You were. Trevor prefaced it by saying, I'm gonna. What was it that you exactly said?
I said, Kiana, can I be brutal?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I was sure, go ahead. And it was brutal, but in the fun way. So
yeah.
So I have made an aggressively normal person who isn't that normal, but like has managed to pass off herself as aggressively normal. And kind of forgettable. Like literally my concept, like the 2-word concept is forgettable photographer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Boy.
I'm it's a new system and I'm having fun figuring it out, and it's gonna be definitely a case of playing these characters like stolen cars and just see how we go.
It's the only way to play a character, really.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Self-preservation is overrated.
Yeah,
But
I
also,
think
can't you left out the aggressively normal but really into murder?
Oh yeah. Oh, I've heard of this character.
But like really into murder and like I have a fascination with murder cases. So like a true crime fanatic.
That's me.
I really love doing a murder.
No,
I was
not
gonna say that there's a very, very important difference
Yeah.
to call out there.
it's I'm afraid of doing a murder, but I'm interested in death and murder cases. So
Oh.
it's an interesting thing there. But yeah, definitely kind of we talked about what their favorite board games would be, what the character's favorite board games would be, and I said Clue.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It cracked me up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you just described 3 years ago me, so.
I love that.
That's fair. That's fair. Going back to the driving characters like stolen cars thing, I feel like there are the only difference for me between playing a character in a one shot or even a short shot versus a campaign is whether I get upset when there are consequences for me driving my character like a stolen car. If it's a short shot, I'm like, yep, that's cool. I'm dead. That's how it goes. It was fun. See y'all later. If it's a campaign, I'm like, what the fuck? How could you do that to this car I stole? Like, how dare you?
Consequences?
For
I
my
generally-
actions, it's more likely than you think.
Yeah, I generally do play characters doing bad life choices or like, what is the dumbest thing I could do right now? What if
Really? Over the last 2 years of us playing this
Let me
this
just-
setting together, I have not picked up on that at all.
Let me just hit that button, just like the red button over and over again. It's fine.
Grab monster, press danger button. What could
This
go
looks
wrong?
dangerous. I'm gonna touch it.
I'm gonna touch it and yeet myself into the ocean.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm playing an actual angel sweet baby
That
lamb
no one-
with impulse control who no one trusts.
No one
That
trusts
doesn't
her
exist.
because she's so perfect. She's so perfectly
She's so
like
perfect, no one trusts
sweet.
her.
Like everyone's
Yeah.
like, there's got to be
that makes sense.
something else there.
For
Like,
literally all the other characters, we had to choose who we trust the most and who we don't trust the most. And every person, except for me, chose me as the person they trust the least. I was like, what can I do to deserve this? But my video, or not my video game, my board game that I said was her favorite was that she played Monopoly exactly one time with her parents and she didn't catch on to the rules fast enough. So they crushed her and she went bankrupt and cried and never played again. And that's my
Wow.
character.
No.
she's a sweet baby, and
Wow.
she is too good for the game
She
that we
is.
are going to be throwing her into.
Are you
Yeah.
allowed to talk about what game you're playing? Or is
Yeah.
that hush hush?
Yeah, we can talk about it. It's because the cast, all the cast have been notified. So, it's Missing Annie Lee. So it's our Fear Itself podcast, and like some of the touchstones are Pretty Little Liars, Twin Peaks, Riverdale, It.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
we're doing 2 arcs. The first arc is all of our characters at age 18, and then the second arc is all of the characters at age 28. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's going to be really, and the first campaign is DM'd by Lauren, and I'm DMing the second campaign. So I
And
get to
they're
play in
playing
the first one.
characters in each
Yeah.
other's. So
Yeah, so it'll be
Nice.
really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. But we did our first session 0 for all of our babies at 18. Seeing them at 28 is gonna be a time. I think I'm really excited.
I can
yeah,
imagine.
But
and like I'm only going to be in arc 1.
yeah, me too.
And so it's going to be real interesting because I'm just going to be like, well, if I die, I die.
We all.
Yeah, but it's going to be really, really fun. But it's a horror podcast, so putting an angel in a horror podcast is probably
Her
not my
name is
best
literally
idea.
Angel.
Yeah,
my
her name is
God.
Her
Angel.
name is literally Angel.
No wonder no one trusts you.
Like everyone's like my character is just like there's gotta be something else. Like her best friend disappeared, and she's just too perfect. Like there's gotta be.
I'm calling it now, Kiana. Summer's character is going to murder you. It's going to be a big twist, and that's why you're not going to be in the second arc.
I won't.
Nobody's gonna know either because Summer is so good at lying.
I am so good at lying. No. That's only in Among Us.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we've had a lot of fun just building out characters and doing some town stuff. I have created an overlook in the forest, which is a picnic area that is basically ruled by ravens who demand snack tributes every time you go and visit.
Yeah,
So
it was the longest session 0 I've had in quite a while. It was like 4.5 hours.
Oh my god!
And I left before you and Lauren were done. So
yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, it was intense. But it was really fun. It was a
good
group.
luck with the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure to let us know when that launches so that we can yell about it a bunch.
We will.
Should be January is our hope. That's our goal.
Is that even a time that's gonna exist?
Can you believe it? If we get into next year,
Whew.
Just gotta make it through this
2021
one.
is fake. I refuse to believe it exists until we get there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Anyway, Jess, how you been? How you been, friend?
It's only been a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have been working a lot this week because deadlines.
Yay!
So I've had approximately 0 brain power, and all of what is left has been devoted entirely to Dragon Age.
Legit.
So, that's been fun. I finally have the physical version of the TTRPG, so I can hopefully run that at some point because I really want to. And that's it, I think. Yeah.
That's legit. Keep it simple. Did you see the Hades news? Did you see that Hades 1.0
Of course I
came
did.
out?
Of course I did. I already downloaded it, but I haven't played.
Oh, you gotta.
I've seen the new content because Mer streamed it. So.
Oh, okay. It's so good. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone in chat.
I'll let y'all know that Dylan cried the first few times we ran through it.
I think 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row.
Yeah.
We were just hanging out, and I was just watching while he play, and it was just like and cry.
Yep.
That's real good. It's so good.
It's very good.
Yep, they did well. It's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, am I surprised? No, it's Supergiant. They're great. They're amazing. I'm a little sad because they're doing their like, we're gonna watch the launch and see how it goes, and then we're gonna take some time off and come back and say what we're gonna do next. And I'm worried that they're gonna be like, what we're gonna do next is a completely different game because that's how we operate. I'm like, no, I want more. I want Hades 2 Electric Boogaloo. I want fucking Hades DLC. I want you to continue a single property for just like a minute.
I can respect their will to do something different every time. And they kill it every time. So
they do.
Fine.
I'm just sort of like, I guess I haven't done 100% of the game yet because Hades is one of those games where you get to the end and then there's more game. Like 10 times more game. And so maybe it'll wrap itself up in a nice, neat little bow and I'll be happy and I'll be like, okay, y'all did it. You can move on to something else. But at least where I'm at, I can see lots of room for fun, interesting things that could do with the property. So, I don't know.
I mean, they could keep that one going for ever if they wanted.
I mean, they could milk it forever, but I mean in terms of like still having it be satisfying and like feel like I could see Supergiant doing more with the thing as opposed to I could see a game company doing more with it. But I guess if they want to do something else, they're allowed. Whatever.
It's fine.
Anyway, it's a good game. Everyone should get it.
It's a very good game.
It's like, so the thing that kills me is they launched it 1.0 and then they put it on sale immediately. So it's 20% off through my birthday. Which, like, that's a decision to make.
Why not?
Well, because typically, like, launch day sales or launch day sale numbers, it's weird that sales and discount
the thing to
sales mean the
remember
same
too
thing.
is they've been in early access for a very long time, and the early access was not free.
That's true.
You
That's
had to
true.
purchase the game.
Yeah, and
So
a lot of people
they've been
have
getting
bought it.
revenue off the game for a while now.
Yeah, and they got a big boost when they hit Steam. But yeah, I guess it's just surprising to me. It's a pleasant surprise. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. So yeah. Anyway, it's good. I'm excited. I'm excited for games. It's a good time for games and virtually nothing else.
Pretty much. Yeah, this has been the video game year for me, at least. Oh yeah, I too played Among Us for about 5 seconds and quickly realized
played a couple rounds.
It is not my game, not because I don't enjoy it, but because I am terrible at it. I am bad at Among Us. I literally cannot lie without feeling horrible. And I'm also just bad at lying.
That's fair.
It's just like role-playing, Jess.
No, I literally can't do it. I tried and I like froze up. I was like, I can't do it. Literally cannot.
The very first game I played of it, I was the imposter, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Same. Hannah were imposters together, and I was like,
what's happening? I don't understand. What are people doing?
Why can't I do my tasks?
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Yep.
Generally now, when we have a person who comes in who's new, we give them a huge crash course on the game, just because now,
we're like, in case you're the imposter in your first time.
Now it's kind of gotten to the point where, like, you just tell us if you're an imposter and we will help you learn to kill people and lie about it. It's like
and
all
then
of
we'll
us
play a
giving
real
crash
round.
course in murder. Yeah. But it's been really fun. But yeah, there are the other way that I recommend playing for people who don't like lying is to go play with like 2 or 3 other friends and go into a random chat together and just talk to each other the whole time. Because that way you have friends who know what's going on. Me and Dylan and Kyle played a couple rounds like that, where we are just like, oh, I'm a crewmate. Are you a crewmate? Oh, I'm an imposter. It's like, let me live long enough to do my tasks.
Kyle lied about being an imposter.
Yeah, Kyle fucking lied for no reason. For literally no reason other than he wanted to. But yeah, like that's how I recommend playing, is just go in and goof. Like I just love trolling randos on the internet, and we were all playing members of a department. I'm from aviation.
One of the games you played, somebody joined the room named Queen. And they had like a crown, and they had you can buy pets in the game that it's just like little things that follow you around. And Queen had the little like
mini
astronaut mini me one. And Queen was like full roleplay, was like, if I die, someone needs to take care of my child. And Summer and I were both like, we'll do it. And then I
yes, my Queen.
I was imposter that round, and I killed Queen. And then after the round, Queen was like, nobody took care of my baby. And I was like, no, don't worry. I took them with me. I showed them the vents. It was great. And they were like,
Queen,
yes, they all must learn someday.
Queen added me as a friend on Discord, so
that's hilarious.
Oh, it was good times.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's a delightfully fun game. I just suck at it, so
yeah, it happens.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's me with DBD. I'm like, I suck at this.
God, I'm so bad at it.
Yeah.
Well, you've only played a few times, Dylan. Like,
can't have it all.
I say that I'm so bad because I am bad, not in that there's something inherent about me that will make me forever bad at Dead by Daylight. It's just that I am
currently bad.
I am bad at Dead by Daylight. I'm a liability to the team. I'm not just useless. I'm worse than useless.
You tried. You tried real hard.
Yeah, I try. But yeah. Games are fun. Let's play a game. You like that segue? Mm-hmm. You like that?
It was excellent.
Thanks.
It was seamless.
So, previously, only a week ago, don't get used to this, Jet. This is the only time this is going to happen, except for when it might happen in the future randomly. But previously, on From Dust, before it settled, it was actually a pretty short game in terms of things that happened. Ash and Fauna arrived at the cave where Fauna's hunting party, the group of crows, had been setting up camp before she came back to town to get the party, or to get help, speaking more specifically. And in there, they found another of these broken crows, these sort of twisted, distorted creatures that Verlin encountered out in the forest. And as they were sort of trying to suss out what was going on with this thing, another one showed up. Ash held off both of them for a pretty impressive amount of time, as they both tried to pin him against the cave wall, giving him a couple bonks on the noggin along the way. And Ash took advantage of some fire to sort of half-trap them inside the cave while dragging Fauna outside. Meanwhile, out in the forest in the blizzard, Verlin and Not sat with the body of this crow that Verlin had killed, and Verlin spoke to his spirit and got some information from that. Not using his blood, did some divination-y scry magic to learn a little bit more. And in their sort of conversation with the spirit and investigation to the nature of his corruption, Verlin healed him and then helped him pass on to the world beyond, as is her job, role, calling, something, the thing that she does. And then Not was like, not to make you worry or anything, but maybe we should go pretty quick before anything bad happens. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Let's go. And they headed off, trying to find Ash once again, when they heard the sounds of angry monsters in the distance, and they were like, okay, let's go even faster now. They arrived as Ash bodied Fauna out of the cave and through the fire. They quickly tried to help as these creatures leapt through the fire. Not flew into the cave to recover Ash's fallen sword, doing a great job of not being noticed on the way in, and a less great job of not being noticed on the way back out. Got lit on fire a little bit. Verlin also got sort of punted a bit by the monsters as she tried to take them out, and thinking quickly, Not dropped just an absolute fuckload of snow on the broken crows and made space for the party to escape. And escape they did, off into the blizzard. They do not know where they are. They are, for the moment at least, hopelessly lost. But they found shelter in a covered ravine as Verlin was setting up camp, and we will get to that camp roll not too long now, but I do recall that it was a really fucking good one. But as that happened, Not, you did some scrying with some fire, and it didn't go particularly well. And as complications compounded upon complications, getting 2 8/8s in a row, your spirit has been torn from your body. And we're going to start with you. as you sort of, as if you're listening through water, hear your body crumple to the snowy stone floor of this ravine. And you can sort of see some confused and then perhaps concerned reactions from your party mates, but then they fade and you can no longer see them. You can, however, see someone else. You see a man in probably his late 40s, wearing a sort of wrapped set of robes covered in certain areas with hardened leather armor, and a sword, a short sword, very similar to the one that Verlin carries, strapped to the small of his back. And he is sitting calmly next to where Verlin was building the fire. What do you do?
Well, it would be rude not to say hello. She looks at him for a long time to decide if he's the chosen one. Doesn't think so. Unless I get that vibe.
Do you want to do a vibe check?
Yeah, I'd love to do a vibe check.
I was kidding, but I mean, if you want to roll something,
I will roll something.
I don't think there's a thing for you to roll, to be honest. I think we can just say that no, you don't think.
Let's find out. Can I just name who I? Can I just decide if I want?
No.
No. What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, I think technically yes, but it's definitely not this guy.
It's definitely not this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, and I'm gonna walk over to him.
Okay. I think you maybe it takes you a second because you're like floating in the air, right? And so there's a moment of figuring out walking versus flying versus floating versus what sort of locomotion.
She loves it.
You're gonna use.
Can I moonwalk? I mean, like moon bounce. Can
Sure.
I moonwalk over there? Just turn around.
The person moonwalking fucking kills
It's the
me.
least aggressive way to approach someone.
Is it? I might argue the opposite.
Yeah. So anyway, she bounces up to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello.
He raises some eyebrows. Hello.
Well, who are you?
We have been we have not been acquainted like this. I am Bastien.
That name is familiar to me for sure, right?
Yeah. That's the name Verlin uses for her sword.
I'm not.
I know.
Am I dead?
Well, I think it depends on your perspective. Do you think you're dead?
She kind of looks down at herself and goes, "No."
Listen, probably not.
But I don't know what I'm doing here.
That comes with the territory.
I'm going to take a look around.
Are you sure? Your friends
Oh.
seem quite concerned.
Well, I won't be long.
He sort of looks at a spot over by where you were sitting. Very well. It is not my place to stop you.
Okay. And she's just gonna like take a couple steps away and then look back at him and go, "Were you a person?"
I was. M is complicated.
Well, where did your body go?
I wish I had something to fill this awkward space.
It's not awkward.
I'm glad that you think so. My body, what is left of it is in Villain's sword.
Your bones?
Some of my ashes.
Oh. So burnt up.
That is customary, but we are fun. Is it not the case for you?
No, I'm right over there. Oh, you mean, am I going to be burnt up?
When you die.
No.
If you are going to go...
I'll be right back.
He sighs as you just, like, cut through.
Yep.
Very well, be safe. It is dangerous. It's the way you are. If something happens to you, your friend might not be able to bring you back.
Well, if I die, I die.
Just hold on to your name.
Okay. Goodbye. And she's gonna just walk off.
Meanwhile, in the exact same place, Ash. You, I believe, were sitting with Fauna, if I remember correctly. Sort of checking in with her and making sure she's okay. And you just there's this bright flash as there's the huge conflagration where Not is, and then Not just crumples to the ground. What do you do?
He's over there in about half as much time. That's a drop everything and run over there kind of situation. And he immediately picks up Not and like does a cursory check, just sort of turns her a bit, calling out to her. Not, are you alright? Is she like dead, cold?
Berlin, what do you do?
What's the alive vibe check?
Is this alive? Poke.
I think we'd call that a gather information.
Sure.
Verlin,
she's got to be at least warmer than I am.
I'm curious if Verlin is involved in this.
Oh yeah, I think if there's a whole scene with this, Verlin is absolutely spinning around and being like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Would you like to assist?
Yes.
Oh my dad.
Help me check to see what the hell is going on.
What is Verlin doing to see if?
Oh, probably doing her usual look look in both places.
Magic
scoping out the body while also scoping out the spirit space.
Yeah.
All right, then go ahead and roll to create an event. Oh god, I don't remember the names of the moves.
Secure an advantage.
Yeah,
aid
that
your
one.
ally. Which one?
Yeah, you secure an advantage, but Ash will take the benefit on a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that?
Aid your ally is
moves?
just like not functionally a move. It's just when you secure an advantage in support of an ally.
Yep.
They get it. Okay.
Boo.
Oof.
Guess I'm on my own.
On a miss, what happens with secure an advantage? I mean, one, you get to mark a failure on your failure check, but also...
Yeah, there's nothing that's said there.
For secure an advantage?
When you secure
On
an
a miss, you
advantage...
fail or your assumptions
it is.
betray you, pay the price.
Ooh. Ooh! We're going to hold on to that just a second so we can see how Ash's roll goes.
Yeah, let's see how... Okay. I do share a bond with Not. I can't actually ask questions of her. I'm asking questions of her general being, so to speak.
I don't
They've been traveling together for a while.
But if you want to take the bonus, you take the bonus.
I need everything I can get.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I think it's just a matter of, he's at least familiar enough with her to know, he knows alive versus dead, usually. This is a wits, right? Yes. Right.
Hey! That's a strong hit right there. What do you get on a strong hit?
You discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear.
Okay.
And I get 2 momentum.
Verlin, she's dead.
Great.
You check and there is no spirit. There's just nothing. It's like someone just upended the container and then sat it there, which to you only happens, at least in the Ironlands, only happens when you walk someone. So yeah, for you, Ash, it takes you a couple moments, but she has just the very faintest hint of a very slow heartbeat.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but she's still alive. Barely.
How her spirit's not there. It's gone.
What? He just looks at Verlin very confused. Because he knows what he felt. But if Verlin says she's dead, usually Verlin's pretty correct. How can that be?
I don't know. You're the first person I've met where vessel and spirit weren't attached but still alive, but there's nothing there.
I felt her heartbeat. She's got to be alive. So where is her spirit?
Berlin's looking the fuck around, where the fuck did it go?
He is looking straight at Berlin like, this is your thing. You should know where she is.
Yeah, I think
is there a way you can find her?
I'm not. And they usually stick around. They don't wander off very far. Usually.
This is not.
She's literally looking around the room she's what the normally spirits do stick around to where their bodies either tied to their bodies or they linger wherever location they were separated from their bodies.
Yeah.
So she's very confused because it's just missing. If it hadn't passed through the veil, so it's what the fuck? She's very confused.
Ash is going to look for just start tending to Not because what else could he do other than make sure that the body stays as alive as it is?
Yeah. She does have some burns on her hand. They're not severe, but they're something to treat.
Yeah, he'll pick her up and carry her over to where they've got their campfire to keep her warm, and get her situated there, and then start dealing with bandaging up the burns and treating them.
And then your camp move went quite well. And I believe each of you gets to pick 2, except for Not. You don't get to pick 2 yet.
Until I live again.
Yeah, we'll let
you're
you
not
pick 2 when you
technically
come
at the
back.
camp.
That's fine.
You're not taking advantage of the camp exactly.
Specifically.
Yeah. So long as you actually make it back to your body, you will get to pick 2. And I think Verlin, as Ash is taking care of Nott's body, what was it that you're doing? Do you just return to setting up camp, or?
I think if she looks around, she sees nothing, and she's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna."
What do?
Yeah, she's kind of just like, "I'm gonna do the things I know I need to do, and try to just be productive." Although I'm probably flipping my shit internally, I think it's actually just like I must focus on this very hard. And I think that's why the camp turned out so good, because she's just like,
I will focus on setting up camp.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's not weird.
No. Oh boy. All right. Then, well, you 2 pick your.
Yeah, on the camp benefits, it says choose 2. Are we
Yes.
able to choose the same one twice? It doesn't really specify.
I believe you can. No,
Cool.
you cannot. It says on a strong hit,
Oh.
choose 2 from the list. You may not select a single option more than once.
That does not say that
on the roll 20.
in the character
No, it's
sheet.
in the book.
Cool. All right.
Each of the moves has like the condensed move text, which is most of it, and then there's explainer text after. That's like
it.
edge cases and stuff.
All right. Well, momentum is neat, so I'll take more of that.
Yeah.
Momentum is
That's
good.
what
I was
That's what I was thinking
I would
too.
love to heal the full, but that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna take momentum, and I am going to heal the full.
Would you like to roll to heal Nott, Ash?
Sure.
Since you're tending to.
So
Yeah.
with recuperate, it says take
Mhm.
+1 health for you and any companions. Like,
Yeah, companions are not other
recuperate-
players.
yeah.
Companions are assets.
okay.
Yeah. Other players are allies.
Okay.
All right, heal.
All right.
Let's see. And,
Because if I remember correctly, Nott's at 0.
yeah. Okay, this is this is fine. It's a wits roll. I'm definitely not awesome at those, but hey.
You're a witty boy.
Fuck.
You're not a particularly witty boy. What happens on a miss?
Your aid is ineffective. Pay the price.
Do we think it's supply?
Oh my
I-
god, what?
Ooh. I mean, the obvious outcome is supplies just get a little bit wasted because he's not particularly good at healing, but
That's sort of what I'm thinking.
okay.
I would also say you could potentially reduce your spirit by 1 and be stressed about it, that your aid is ineffective.
That's true. He would absolutely be stressed about that. So
Yeah, I guess the question is if you notice that your aid is ineffective, then yeah, stress would make sense. Alternatively, if you just want to be like, I put bandages on it, it must be fine, then I feel like that would be supply.
I think
But
he's
either
canny
way.
enough to. I think he's canny enough to realize when he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and that is
Okay.
definitely the situation.
All right, then you
Stress.
drop 1 spirit and endure stress.
Cool. This is fine.
I love how all of this is just off of 1 real bad roll.
I just want to do one thing.
Oh my
just
god!
want to do a single thing. Just one thing, please, game.
No. So on endure stress, on a miss, also suffer -1 momentum, and that's it.
Cool. Did that.
Cool.
He's just real
He's having
tilted
a
right now.
Bad day.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? He's just like super frustrated and tilted. Like,
So tilted. Why did this fucking
His
work for
friends
me?
that he has now that are basically alive one of them seems to be not quite alive, and that's a problem. So yeah.
I think we see Verlin like hyper focusing on just like throwing stuff into a pot, and we see Ash frustrated, like head in hands.
Ash is like trying his best, and then at some point he just sets not oh so gently down to rest and walks a few paces away and kicks the shit out of a tree.
Go kick rocks.
Fuck this tree and its family.
And Fauna is just sort of sitting wide-eyed, looking between the two of these stoic, silent people. And we're going to cut very briefly to Not. As you're leaving, you're like walking out of the ravine, and there's no blizzard for you.
Love that for me.
You just see the landscape, but you do see in the distance, sort of back toward the forest where you ran from, you see a shining silver beacon of light ascending into the sky. But you also hear, as we mentioned at the end of last episode, these twisted voices, these elk vocal cords saying human words. Where are you? Where are they? We'll break them. We'll make them like us. And that is where we're going to go to our first break. So we're going to step away for about 10 minutes. When we return, we're going to see what adventures Not gets up to in the Vale. See you soon. Hello and welcome back to From Dust Before It Settled. Not. So you see this silver beacon back the way you came, and you hear these voices despite the distance. What do you do?
You did say it was shiny, did you not?
Yes.
I collect shiny things. I would like to know what it is. I'm gonna go towards the shiny.
Okay.
Skipping through the snow.
I think as you're walking, it's weirdly abundant. Like it's weirdly verdant, I think is the word I was looking for. There's a lot of plants for how much winter it is in the normal world. There are flowers and bushes, and everything is in sort of almost mid-spring bloom as you travel. Trying to think if there's something I should have you roll for
as I frolic along.
Frolicking toward danger.
Okay, it's a shiny thing. You said so.
And I said that was also the direction that the creepy voices are.
I'm not so concerned about those right now.
Which is kind of why I want to make you roll something. Maybe a face danger with
dumbassery? Do I have a stat for that? Oh. Okay. Face, let's see.
Does that sound right to you?
Hum. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Works for me. Let's see. Roll. Where did it go? Oh, it popped up over here. Okay. With the weights.
Wits. Oh my god!
Big brain!
Holy shit, it's only real bad or real good rolls for Not. So you walk along and you make it to the forest where previously most everything was dead but for the trees, or at least in, oh god, is it deciduous plants that shut down for the winter. Do I have that right? Yeah, they're doing their deciduous plant hibernation thing.
Yeah.
But now everything is fully grown, leafed out, flowered out, berried out, all that stuff. And as you sort of reach the edge of the forest, you hear off to the side a rustling that you can sort of move away from before you're noticed, and get yourself into some cover. But you see one of these creatures. And it looks different here than it did when you encountered them in the physical realm. It looks like how I described to Verlin last episode. It's you can see the hints of a humanoid figure. Like, all the parts are there: the hands, the fingers, the toes, the head, all of it. But it's all like it's been folded in on itself in this weird fractally recursive way, and as it reaches out, it's much larger, like it's been spread out into this sort of like 8-foot form, and as it touches the trees like turn and warp in on themselves briefly, but as it passes they return to normal. But this creature itself is twisted almost beyond recognition. What do you do?
Mm-hmm. Does it seem to be going in the same direction as the light?
No.
The silver light that I saw?
No.
Okay, for now I'm going to leave it be. I'm going to just slowly kind of keep an eye on it, but creep away towards the light.
It looks like it's searching. Like it's rummaging through bushes, it's checking the ground. In fact, it's going through motions that you can recognize from when Fauna was leading you out here in the first place. It's hunting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's gonna avoid that and
okay.
Yeah, go find the shiny, and then maybe I'll come back to this. This is kind of her thoughts.
All right.
Or her lack of thoughts, I should say.
Yeah, go ahead. You fucking killed your roll, so you can frolic on through the forest all you want.
Yeah. I want to go see the silver shiny. I'm running straight up to it. So excited.
As you get deeper into the forest, you can hear like angry yelling, like when someone's frustrated, and it's not words, it's just like when people are frustrated and they just yell.
Yeah.
And you see, as you get to a clearing, you see a woman just tearing branches off of a tree, and this light that you see reaching off into the sky is emanating from her. And she's just like grabbing branches and throwing them, shattering rocks.
Does she look warped the same way that the creatures did?
No. She looks, oh, you know what? I think she looks exactly like you.
Like me?
Yes.
Not... Her eyes get really big. And I think she runs out into the clearing towards the woman.
Mm-hmm. I think she hears you unless you're trying to be
Nope,
quiet.
She can hear me. No.
Yeah,
Not
so
has a very excited look on her face, like Christmas fucking morning. She looks very excited to be seeing this person who looks just like her.
She turns when she hears you, and she just screams at you. And she's got tears running down her face. And I think you can feel this like force hit you as or as you catch her notice. What do you do?
Yeah, I think she kind of stumbles back a little bit, feeling that, because she was expecting a similar excitement. She goes, "Oh, it's okay. You don't have to cry." Unless crying makes you feel better.
I think this is a compel.
Sure.
I think you're pacifying, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
So roll plus heart.
Yeah, I'm too innocent. Okay. Complication. There are two sides of the coin for me.
Yep. What did I just say?
Yeah, you cursed me. You did this.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
So yeah, it is.
You see, I'm actually curious because you're a bird, right? You're a bird.
Yeah.
So how much actually looking at your reflection have you done? Like, are you very familiar with your own expressions and stuff, or?
No.
Okay.
Well, I think she mostly looks at herself when she is a bird.
Okay.
Like she's more excitable seeing her own reflection when she's actually a bird and like can preen. But I think as a person she doesn't think about what she looks like too much.
Okay.
She does her best to be like clean and nice looking, but she's not like
Mhm.
so concerned with like tangles in her hair or if her shirt it gets wrinkled or like,
Right.
you know, I don't know. She doesn't think about what she looks like as a person that much.
Yeah. So you see an expression that you don't recognize,
Mhm.
and her hair begins to sort of lift, and she grabs one of these branches and throws it bodily at you. And as she does, you see the ground around her like rip up.
Mhm.
And you just you hear one word.
Yeah.
In her yelling, and that word is dead. What do you do?
Do I still have my bag? Do I have any of my things?
You have none of your things. You do have a branch flying at you.
Yeah. Can I turn into a bird? The bird within my heart?
I think so. This feels like a face danger with edge.
With edge? I don't know about that.
You're going fast as shit, right? You're getting out of the way. You're being like bird. Oof.
Oh, I guess that could.
I mean, you can. If you want it to be a different stat, you can just tell me that it's a different stat and tell me what you do.
No, I think that makes sense. I am going. Okay. I'm trying to go quick.
I love this thing where I like, this sounds kind of like that, and you're like, excuse you, how dare you? But yeah, it probably is.
Probably is. We can. Oh yeah.
Okay. You succeed but face a troublesome cost. Ooh, choose one.
I'll endure stress.
Okay.
So.
Take one stat. Stress and roll?
What do I roll? The endure stress?
Endure stress, yeah. Which is under the suffer moves.
Yeah, I got it.
Suffer.
Weak hit. I press on, beach.
Okay. I think on a weak hit, pretty much nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
It sort of. It
you just do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you managed to fly out of the way.
Yeah.
At the last moment, and I think she sort of drops to the clearing and continues to cry. No longer yelling though.
I'm gonna go land on her head. Face danger. Am I gonna die if I do this, Dylan?
Maybe.
You think so?
It's possible. It's not impossible.
I want to calm her. I want her to be okay. I'm gonna go comfort her in the way that I would like to be comforted were I in her position, which is having a bird land on my head.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably doing this I think this is courage. I think this has to be heart.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I think this is courageous of her.
Yeah.
Strong hit.
Oh, spicy. Yeah, you land on her head and you can feel tension. From the surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can feel the tension sort of begin to melt away. And over the course of a couple seconds, the sobbing sort of lessens and fades. Until she has sort of collected herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then she will reach up a hand.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Yeah, I think not like just like leans down and kind of like nuzzles her beak against her hand just to be like, yeah, I'm here with you still.
I think she's gonna try and grab you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
In a violent way?
No, just like
okay. In a bird way.
Just grab a bird, you know?
Yeah, like a chicken.
Yeah. You. What
Her
kind
like
of
little
bird
legs
are
are
you
folded
again?
up. I'm a falcon. Like
You're
I'm a
falcon?
big bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a one-handed grab. It's definitely a.
It's definitely like a big bird.
Yeah.
Like a chicken.
Yeah. It's that.
Yeah.
It's that chicken grab. So she's got your wings, but you're got your little feeties.
Her little feet are like tucked up.
Yeah. And she holds you in front of her, and you can see now that you're like up close in her eyes. You see howling winds, flashing lightning, all of that sort of reflected in the pupils of her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
I think she just like like she just makes like a little squeak.
Are you attempting to communicate anything?
Yeah,
or?
she's saying. I think she's saying like a friend.
All of my friends are gone.
I think pretty suddenly Not turns back into a person.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think like the way that it happens is like Not doesn't like pull free of her hands, right? So she's got Not's face like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just a little like.
Yeah, she does not appear surprised.
Yeah. Well, who are your friends?
The plants. The animals. The rushing river. They're all gone.
No, they're not.
Have you not seen? They've all left. What few remain have gone to sleep. It's just me.
But they'll be back.
How can I know that?
It's a certainty.
But I'm alone now.
I think Not kind of reaches up and takes her hand and just holds it and starts to pull her towards one of the trees. And I think Not just kind of leans her ear against it, like motioning for her to do the same.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need a roll here. She'll go for it.
I think that if we listen really hard, we can hear its dreams. You can be together there until they wake up.
But I don't know what it is to dream. I'm always just here. This is what I am. Without life, I'm nothing.
Dreaming is like life, but you can do anything that you want. You can go places you've never been before. Trees don't get to walk around during the day, but I bet they do in their dreams.
She's visibly confused.
Can't you imagine that you would be somewhere else? Have you ever seen an ocean?
I don't know what somewhere else is.
The sky is somewhere else. Underground is somewhere else. There are cities outside of this forest.
Cities.
Filled with people. Some animals too, little ones.
People are troublesome.
Some of them are.
I think you hear another, like, elk cry, and she sort of looks around. They're messy.
Well, those ones are.
They were messy before he made them.
Someone made them?
Oh, yes.
Who would do that? They're all twisted up. They're knotted.
They're punished.
For what?
Their destruction.
I'm new here. What kind?
The kind that all people cause. They destroy, they remake things to look the way they want them to. So he returned the favor.
Oh. Do you know him very well?
I know of him.
But you're not friends.
I am not worthy of being friends with a king.
I don't think I am either. But I would like to meet him.
Who are you? Can I have your name?
I think that some things are better left unsaid. You can call me what you want.
She looks disappointed.
What about you? What should I call you?
I am here.
Okay, here.
I don't know what one calls here.
You're very shiny. I could call you Glow.
It's strange. She looks around the clearing. I've been given many names, but none of them have been mine. Perhaps Glow. Why did you come here?
It was an accident. I was over there somewhere, and then I saw your light going up into the sky, and I like shiny things, so I decided to come say hello.
She smiles and puts her ear back to the tree. Do you really think I can hear them dream?
Yes.
Thank you. It's hard being something to the things around you. And then, when there are no things around you, to be something too. It's hard.
I cry when I get lonely too.
Interesting. I owe you something. What do you want?
Well, I have friends too. They're very close by. But we are in danger where we are because of those things, those twisted things.
I owe you a debt, but I cannot cross the
I'm not
king.
expecting you to solve my problem. If you could just tell me where he is, so I could talk to him myself.
She withdraws nervously. Is there nothing else that I could offer instead? Nothing else you wish to know?
I guess the only other thing that I would wish is that I could come visit you again sometime.
I'm always here.
I know, but I figured it was polite to ask if I could come.
You are not like people. You are more like the animals. Like my friends. You are always welcome here.
Thank you. Okay, I should probably be getting back to them. Bye, Glow.
She looks at you strangely. There is a path that leads down beneath the earth to the veins of the world, where the blood flows. There is much knowledge in the dreams of the world. Perhaps you will find what you seek there.
That's very helpful, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
And as Not walks away, we are going to cut to Verlin and Ash, where both of you are stressed the fuck out.
Yep.
You're having a rough ass time. I think after a bit, Verlin, maybe as you're over stirring a stew, Fauna is going to come sit next to you, or like nearby the fire. Is she going to be okay?
I think still aggressively stirring this too. I'm not sure.
Those things out there. Do you know what they are?
think she pauses with that and looks down the stew, and I think there's a bit of a grimace as she realizes that this is definitely overstirred.
It's a homogenous thing at this point.
more like a porridge or puree now.
Just kind of just like awkwardly tap out the spoon and just like set off to the side. Those creatures are they were once human. Your friends, unfortunately.
I see. Are they cursed? Are they sick?
I don't know if cursed is the right word.
Well, how do we help them?
I think at this point, Roland's gonna kind of like grab a cup or something. So imagine that your body, or your living form, is a vessel like this, and your spirit inside of it usually fills out the form well, and it's connected in different parts, like a string. Whatever happened to your friends took what was inside and twisted it and formed it into something it is not meant to be.
Well, if they were... You can see she's struggling with the metaphor. If they were sculpted into something else, can't we turn them back?
I was only able to do it with one of them, and that was after I had severed the connection between spirit and body.
What do you mean severed?
She means they died. That's what dying is, more or less.
Who? Who did you kill?
Kenna is struggling to remember the name.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Summer, did you write it down?
It was a G.
Usually so
It
good.
was like Daruk or something like that. Garon. Something like that.
Yeah, or Goran. Goran.
Yes.
Yeah, because I kept pronouncing it like Goran. Cool.
He only remembered his name after I was able to speak with him when he wasn't trying to kill me. But he said his name was Goran. I'm sorry.
Did you try anything else?
I only realized the nature of what this was after I thought I had slain a beast. And then I managed to have a conversation and untwist what was within it.
Fauna, you faced them yourself. You see what they can do. They will not stop, and they will not hesitate to kill us. You had best do the same.
I should never have involved you. That was my mistake. I can't blame you for defending yourself.
It is not impossible to try other ways. It's just working with the spirit hand-on means I have to be up very close.
How did this happen? How did this happen to them and not to me?
I'm not sure. It's possible that you were just in the right place at the right time, and they were not. It seemed like something was involved, an external force. This was not... Spirits don't do this. Something had to have formed them this way. To the point of where they don't even remember or know who they are, no memories. Other voices. It's...
Something.
Quite possibly.
Like what? A banshee? A shade? A revenant?
I think there's like a quick glance over to Ash.
I was just like, I'm gonna be busy over here.
She follows the look to be like, does Ash know these things?
Like,
yeah.
He catches that glance and just sort of shakes his head. Used to hunt things like that.
This is something very powerful, and not something that I have encountered head on. And I think she looks down at her hand and she will like lift it and show the mark that is burned into there because of fun times. Whatever it was wasn't very happy with me interfering.
Did that happen when you fought it before?
No, it was after I, well, when it was dying.
You feel all right?
I don't feel anything unusual. He looks back over to Not. I'm concerned if that thing or whatever it is can twist spirits, then Not isn't here. And it's not somewhere. If I can't see her, I don't know where she is.
I think at this moment, with zero warning, the blizzard stops. It does not die out slowly.
Okay.
It just ceases.
Great. Ash just kind of puts a hand to his sword. Seems like everybody's ready. He'll get up and keep watch on the perimeter.
Yeah, you're down in a ravine with some fallen trees overhead, so you're fairly well hidden from view. If you want to sort of like go like up the slope, and
he's gonna give a little peek-see around to see if there's anything nearby that they need to know about.
Okay.
Fauna, with this information, does this change what you wish to do here?
There must be a way to help them. if you won't... She looks past you at Ash. You kept me safe. She sort of gets up and goes over to her pack. Any supplies I have, they're yours.
You're not planning to go.
I can't just leave them.
We were told to bring you back safe. And we will do that. The look that he's giving her is and we will do that even if I have to knock you out and drag you back.
I think that's a compel.
Sure.
Threatening?
Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely being threatening. All right. Throw some iron on it. It'll be fine. Ask something in return, but they're going to do what I want.
Fine. When your friend wakes up, can we at least look around?
Well, we're not going anywhere until she does. That's sort of his way of agreeing.
Yeah, she'll look at you, Verlin.
We'll have a discussion. I think Not knows some things that maybe I don't. She knows many things.
She sort of looks incredulously over at Not's body with the little bandages on her hand, but she sits down. And I think Not, as you are walking sort of the plains from the woods to that ravine, you're maybe walking along this riverbed. I think as you get close to the ravine, this is where we will hit our final break of the evening.
For sure.
When we come back, we will see what happens as Not returns to camp. See you soon. Hello and welcome back to the final hour of episode... I actually haven't said what episode this is. I think it's episode 3. Are we on episode 3?
It's the premiere, if you will.
Yeah, it's the premiere of episode 3. Not anymore. It was 2 hours ago. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Okay.
Not.
It's the premiere of the final hour of episode 3.
It's the final third of the premiere of episode 3. If we're getting hyper specific.
Welcome to the end of episode 3. Thank you all so much. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes,
Not.
hello. Sorry, you were talking to me?
You are arriving. You had no further encounters with the creatures, although I'm sure you saw one or two on your way back. But you have
made my way back. I'm safe.
Yeah.
I see Bastian again, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's sitting in the exact same spot that he was.
She waves excitedly.
Ah. Hello.
I made a new friend.
When you say that you made a new friend, what exactly do you mean?
I met someone that I'd never met before, and I talked to them for a little bit and helped them feel a little bit better. And now we're friends. They said I can come back whenever I want.
And in return?
For, I don't understand the question.
Well, you see, I'm in a bit of a unique situation in that I'm only sort of a spirit. But spirits in general, the things that exist in this realm, they do not give things for free.
Well, I guess that technically I don't think I really gave anything to them. I did comfort them, like I said. And in return, I was given a bit of information and the permission to come back if I should ever want to.
So, the storm, is that with you?
Well, it's not storming here, but I would assume so.
It's not storming there either.
Yes, it was because she was very upset that all of her friends were gone.
Winter tends to be difficult on nature spirits.
Her name is Glow.
You named her.
Yes.
Very well. I am...
Is that bad?
Truthfully, I cannot say. But I am happy for your newfound friendship.
Thank you. Me too. Anyway, I should get back. I'm sure they're worried.
Quite. Ash, particularly, is quite frustrated.
Do you know how I get back in? Do I just go sit on myself?
I must admit, I have...
You've never tried or been able to try because you're dead and your body's ash.
Well... yes and no.
I have a lot of questions for you, but I don't think I have time to ask them right now, but I might come back and see you if I get the opportunity to.
I wish very much for your own sake that you do not.
But you can tell Verlin if I ask Verlin the questions, right?
Verlin has a connection to this place, but she's not here. Not fully, not like you and I. She merely can see through the veil and into it, but it is clouded. So, the short answer, no. She and I have never truly spoken.
Is there a way to go back and forth whenever I would like?
If you find it, please let me know.
Okay. I'm going to a place with lots of knowledge, I think, so I'll look into it there.
Huh? Don't let an old dead man keep you.
I'll ask my questions the next time that we meet.
I shall think about the answers.
All right, goodbye. And she's gonna go back over to her body and just try to like get in it.
Verlin, you get like a nudge from Bastian. You're muted.
Yeah, okay. I think she looks down.
You've gotten this before. It's usually like a hey, there's something for you to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah.
A notification from Bastien.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, the issue is that push notifications from Bastien don't actually come with any text explaining what the notification is for. You just get the little red circle.
Yeah, so it's like, hey.
Oh, that's ominous.
Yeah. Which, I mean, in a fight is super useful, but...
Yeah. Otherwise, I think that Verlin's gonna do the phase thing again and look around.
I think you get like a... You get a vibe. You get a vibe from Nott's body but her spirit still isn't in it. There's just sort of like, there's the idea of a spirit.
The idea of a spirit.
It's like her body's thinking about it.
Her spirit's like, knock, 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 let me in at the gates.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice and toasty when she wakes up because Ash tossed his cloak on her. Not like
Yes.
he needs it.
So I
technically.
think Ash probably sees Berlin like looking around.
Kevin, what is it?
It might just be my imagination, but I think I feel her spirit closer. I can't see it, which is weird.
Is there something you can do to look for it?
I am looking right now, and I think he turns to look at you. You can see that glow underneath, like the eye patch.
He's gonna go and sit by Nott and see how she's doing, if anything is happening over there. He'll put a hand to her forehead, just see if, like, is there any stirring, any life, any warmth?
Wondering if there's a thing we can do. Oh god, my PDF just did a weird thing. Okay.
Put the spirit back in the body.
No, I want.
Whoosh.
There really is no vibe check move.
No.
I don't want a vibe
I
check.
think, like,
I want
gather
a vibe
information
check.
is the closest you can skew to a vibe check type.
Agreed.
Yeah, but you're not like I want not to try and perceive.
Yeah.
But it's not searching an area, asking questions, or conducting an investigation, and the results honestly don't really fit anyway. So I think we'll just say it's a struggle, not for you to like start to see them again.
Roll for spirit?
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I like that. Are you okay with that, Summer? I just homebrew something real quick.
Yeah, but also maybe find an opportunity. Oh, I guess no. Just kidding. I'm looking at the delve moves because those might be more appropriate.
I have not looked at
Oh,
those.
that's for a feature within a site, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to see if there's something that would.
I don't think so. I think.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
happy
only-
to
the
roll
only
just
other-
a straight up spirit.
Yeah, the only other thing that is even remotely close is like secure an advantage, because that's assessing a situation, making preparations, or doing anything at all to gain leverage.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. If we do that, and then your bonus might go to Verlin, sticking your body back, or your spirit back in your body.
Okay, so I need to roll secure an advantage.
Yeah.
I guess I'm. What am I do? I guess wits probably.
Yeah,
I
I think
say.
you're observing.
Yeah, I'm
You're looking
trying
respectfully.
trying to put myself back in my own body. It's so awkward. It's so funny. I'm sure Bastian is just watching, like.
Oh, yeah,
shaking
it's
his
just-
head, like,
He's just
what
sitting
the
there.
fuck? The fuck? What the fuck
Like-
is she doing?
Okay.
She's just rolling on the ground. What's going on?
We see Nott's spirit like run back, do a running jump to her
Jump
own-
cannonball into her own body.
keep rolling out.
Okay, here we go. A weak hit.
Weak hit. Okay.
Yeah.
On a weak hit, advantage is short-lived. Take +1 momentum, so no bonus.
Can I ask how using momentum works again? I literally have never done it, and I don't know how it works.
It will tell you if you have enough
yeah.
momentum to burn on here. Burning momentum cancels out one of the challenge die. If you have enough momentum, like if the momentum beats the challenge die number.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So you see how you're.
My momentum is 7.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
It is.
Oh well,
Yes.
it wouldn't be worth burning momentum here because, well, yeah, I don't know. You can't.
Let's take a look at the rules.
Yeah.
Because I think it only notifies you if burning momentum will make your roll better, and I don't think you can here.
Okay.
Because I think it only cancels one die.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, you've already met the 6?
Mm-hmm.
Or beaten the 4, rather?
Beaten the 4, but not... Yeah. Where is burning momentum in the book? I should look at the appendix. Or the index, the whatever it's called. B
Table
for
content?
burning momentum, not burning appendix. Okay, burning momentum is a powerful option to build on your success to deliver decisive results or avoid dire failure. When you have positive momentum, after you roll your move, you may cancel any challenge dice that are less than your current momentum value. This gives you an automatic hit. If both challenge dice are less than your momentum value, you may cancel them both for a strong hit. So theoretically, yes, she could turn this into a strong hit if she's correct about her momentum. I'm just gonna check the character sheet real quick. Oh, Summer had to step away for a second. So the question really is, did she hit 6 momentum or hit 7 momentum off of the weak hit?
Well, her action
the die
score
has
is
to be...
Yeah, her action score is a 6, so even canceling out the 4 is not.
Well,
going
it would cancel both. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you hit 7 momentum after getting the weak hit? Like, did you already take your +1 momentum? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's why it didn't, because ties don't work. You have to have your
Cool.
momentum has to be higher than the die. So what would happen if you tried to burn momentum right now is you'd nix out the 4, and you'd still have a weak hit because you'd be less than one of the challenge dice.
Okay,
or
cool,
equal
cool.
to one of the challenge dice.
Perfect. Okay.
Had you already been at 7, you would have been able to burn that all the way down to your reset, which is 2, and you'd get a strong hit. Cool. Okay. What were we saying? Weak hit. You take the +1 momentum, and then I think you're getting like the very vaguest sense of them. I think maybe you feel Ash's hand on your forehead, but you can't quite see them yet. For Lynn?
Yes. Spirit, yes? Question mark? I'm trying to
We
figure
haven't
out what
said- We haven't said what you're doing yet.
Okay. I'm trying to get a grasp as to where the fucker spirit is. Where is it? What is happening?
Okay. Maybe I think this could be a gazelle. Let me take a look. Searching an area, potentially, and afterward you'll be able to... It says envision what you learn. No, so I think it's just create an advantage.
Cool.
Get that leverage.
Or secure an advantage, rather.
Pure advantage. Weak hit.
Weak hit! Okay. Then take your +1 momentum. Yeah, you also get the vague sense of where she is. It's not enough to be like, aha, this will be easy, but you know that she's here.
Okay.
What do you do?
Yeah, I think it's definitely like she's here somewhere. I still can't see her. It's, but she's here.
I'm trying to... I have thought, but it might be bullshit.
Okay, I'm here to hear some bullshit.
So, Ash can't really do anything with his own spirit, but Berlin can. Assuming, like, can Spirit Hand reach out and grab or wave at Not or something? Can I have Berlin give me a partial push?
Can you just like slap my arm out of my body for a second so I can grab this girl and put her back in her body?
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about this on stream before.
No.
So we've talked about Ash is a revenant.
Ash
which
is very
means that-
tenuously attached to his own body.
Yeah. Like in a living being, like you are attached to your body, and if anything happened to separate it, you literally die because your vessel cannot exist without you. Ash is a weird case where somehow he got separated from his body, but not fully, and so it's like loose and rattling inside of his vessel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So sometimes things will detach.
I think what I'll say, for the sake of brevity, because this particular, like, we're doing a lot of building up to a roll and not rolling. I think we could say that
The acceptable answer can be no, that's bullshit. Just FYI.
I mean, it makes sense to me, but I think what we could say instead is that you can help Verlin, and then Verlin's gonna have to try and like just make an attempt.
Okay.
Does that sit okay with people?
Yeah, so is it like aiding an ally?
Yeah, so Not has already tried. Not has
Yeah,
already
yeah,
done their thing. At this point, this is like Ash trying to like spirit yeet. Not a little bit.
This bitch empty.
Of like, Ash is gonna prop Berlin, like, give her a boost to get something off the tall shelf.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's really more the reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ash is quiet for a moment and seems to have a thought. Berlin, do you think you could detach me briefly? I could try and find her.
Fauna just gives you the weirdest look. Deep
He is
concern.
not even paying attention to Fauna right now. Just something that maybe at least she can see.
Yeah, I can give it a try.
All right. Let's hope this works.
What stat do you envision this being, Jess?
I hate that I say this because it's one of my worst, but I feel like it could be Shadow, or if Spirit is acceptable to use for weird shit like this.
I think
Probably Shadow.
okay.
I'd say that mostly because there's an asset that is very like, I'm gonna go into the Shadow realm and do bullshit. That
Yeah.
literally uses Shadow.
Shadow tracks.
Yeah.
All right. So secure an advantage type of thing in the sense of aid an ally.
Mhm.
All right.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh.
Well,
I think, God, on a miss. You fail, your assumptions betray you. Ooh. I think you're gonna do it. I think I'm gonna give it to you. Assumptions betray
Okay.
you. I think, Verlin, you knock Ash's arm loose. Spiritually. His actual arm stays attached to his body, but, spiritually speaking, like, part of his soul.
yeah. What it basically looks like is it looks like his arm just kind of goes limp rather abruptly.
And not, you see Ash's arm reach out toward you.
I'm disgusting. But I'm not wrong.
I'm not going to read what you said in chat. Not, you see Ash's arm.
Yeah. Or it's just floating there?
It's reaching towards you, and it sort of fades as it gets toward the shoulder.
Oh. Yeah, I think she gets really excited. I like to imagine how this
Literally a
conversation's
grabby
been
hand.
happening. She has been transforming back and forth between a person and a bird, and because she wants to squawk as a bird in frustration because it's so much more like satisfying than yelling as a person. So poor Bastion is just getting that piercing like horrible sound that we listen to on break every couple seconds as she's transforming back and forth. But she sees your hand and she reaches out and takes it.
Okay. I'll give you the +1 for Lynn.
Cool.
I'm sus to you right now. You imposter.
What? Oh my god. Summer. Every time. You always think it's me.
I mean, to be fair, my trust was shattered the one time we played.
I felt very bad. If it's any
Did you now?
consolation. I did.
Did you?
I did. It was
I
a
don't
crime of
believe you.
passion. So, the opportunity was there. I was caught up in the moment.
We've already discussed our
Kiana, can you
friendship is
roll?
predicated on you murdering me.
I think this is a heal. Because that's what we used last time.
Heal me.
A heal?
Heal.
Yeah.
Heal.
Okay.
Healies.
If I can find where that is in my stuff. I don't.
Adventure moves.
I mean, unless...
Yeah.
Ooh, let me check the relationship moves. Let me check test a bond.
Test a bond is like
Because I was gonna.
Nah.
bad.
Because
Yeah.
I was going to argue. So my communion asset uses heart, and that's kind of the way that I've been using spirit stuff. Is that it is bonding, and it's not shadow, because it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that type of magic.
I guess
It's
we could have
literally speaking to somebody that way.
had you use communion earlier, too. Sure. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd be happy to roll something else that's not communion, because communion is very specific in its ritual. But
I think... I think it's a heal, but you can
Yeah.
use use heart for it. I don't care.
cool, I will do that. Let me heal.
We're just gonna
Do
be
what you
using
want. I don't
heal as
fucking care.
a blueprint for consequences.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll heart because I can't pick I can't pick that there, so heart. Let's I forgot to add the +1, but it's fine.
It's fine, it's a strong hit.
anyways.
Yeah. So Ash pulls on Knot, and you, Verlin, as she gets sort of closer to her actual body, can see the shimmer of her form and seat her the rest of the way. Just plug that graphics card right in. And
Yeah, so I think like not you actually feel hands on you that you don't see. Like you see, like you feel Verlin's hands on you,
Yeah.
kind of taking your shoulders and not necessarily
Push it into
gently,
place.
but
Yeah.
it's like
Ugh.
a very decisive movement into your body.
Push it into
Yeah.
place until you hear it click.
yeah.
Can I?
It's like
can
you're
I-
laying on a massage table and they just like break your back real quick.
Can I ask a question real quick
Uh-huh.
though? Would the +1 not have made it an opportunity?
No.
Is that how that works?
No.
How does where does the
Opportunity.
+1 factor in?
The action
dice
score.
have to be-
Okay.
The
so,
action score.
Because
Okay,
we're
okay,
using
okay.
roll 20, so you don't actually have to roll
Yeah.
dice. But the action score is you. It's the
Mhm.
the d6 that you roll and then add some numbers to. The challenge dice are the situation, and those never get modified. You just roll 2d10.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So if the challenge dice matched, then
Cool.
it would be an opportunity.
If they match and you beat them, it's an opportunity. If they match and you don't, it's
Then it's a complication.
Love it.
complication.
Yep. Correct. Okay. Not. You wake up. Nice and toasty.
Yeah, she just kind of like opens her eyes and starts stretching because she's a little stiff after
Mm-hmm.
laying still. She just kind
with
of
a nice
sits up
fluffy
and looks.
cloak on you.
Yeah, she loves it. She just sits up and looks at the two of you.
Thank goodness.
Sorry I was gone a little bit longer than I thought I would be.
What happened?
I just wanted to take a look around.
What did you do?
I made a friend.
What did you do that
Ash.
led to you
You
collapsing.
You go to facepalm, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And your arm doesn't.
Well, that one doesn't work,
do
so
that
we'll use
thing.
the other.
Yeah. It's your left arm, I think. Yeah. Whichever one you reached out to her with, it did not come back.
Okay. He's kind of not saying anything about that, but he's aware of it.
Yeah, just so you know.
Yep.
It's a dead arm.
Kind of figured that'd be the case.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks up and she goes, "Oh, it really did stop snowing." I met Bastian.
I'm sorry?
He was
He was there when I woke up. Oh, so what happened was I tried to look into my fire, my matches, and she pulls out her matches, which you're all very familiar with, and it didn't go very well, and I got out of my body. I don't know if I died or not, but I don't think so. Bastian said it was up to me if I thought I was dead or not, and I don't think I was. Anyway, so when I was out, I figured I might as well look around because, my body was already here and I thought it maybe would be a little less dangerous. And I walked through the woods and I saw some of those twisted creatures. They were like knots. Mm. And then I met Glow.
Just blinking, very confused and concerned.
Glow is here.
I'm sorry?
Glow is this place. And Glow was sad because all of her friends were gone for the winter, just for a little while. And so I talked to her. She was crying when we met. And I talked to her, and I think I made her feel a little bit better about things. And she seemed to calm down. And I asked her who created the twisted things because she said that it wasn't her, and she said it was the king. And so I asked if she could introduce me to him, and she said that she didn't think she was good enough to be friends with a king. And I agreed that I also probably wasn't good enough to be friends with a king. And then she wouldn't tell me where he is, but she did tell me where I could go to potentially find information on where he is. The veins of the earth.
Is that familiar to any of us?
Is it?
Mm.
How much magical and metaphysical theory do any of you get up to?
Only as much as I need to kill monsters.
Not does not like to be underground, Dylan.
So I'm gonna say no, probably not.
No.
Okay.
But she said that it was deep underground. Maybe the cave?
That seems likely.
You mentioned that there was a cave. The last memories that Goron was able to pull together.
So, from what I can tell, and I'm not altogether certain, is that the king made them this way because they have been hurting the forest or here or something.
We've done no
She
such
said-
thing.
She said that you all were twisting things, and so he did the same to your group. When I saw them, they were hunting for something. I don't know what.
Did she say how to fix them?
No. She couldn't fix them herself, or she was afraid to go against what the king wanted, but I figured that if I can talk to him and let him know that we will try our best to fix things, to put them back the way that they were, then we could... Maybe he would be open to some kind of agreement with us.
We don't know where this king is or how to find him.
Fauna.
If we leave them out there, they won't stay here. They'll go back to the village.
Are you certain of that?
Well, it's just... Where else would they go?
How much of themselves are they?
Not much.
Think at all. They were saying something. I could hear them. It was the first thing I heard when I woke up, that they wanted to break someone, make them like them. I think they want to hurt other people the way that they've been hurt now.
I think Berlin looks down at like the giant
Ash is
fucking
gonna look at that
gaping
mark.
wound.
They were twisting the spirits of the trees. Tree spirits are much stronger than human spirits, I think.
They're usually less malleable, yes.
Then the safest thing to do would be to get rid of them.
You promised me that we would at least look.
Your friends or your entire village?
You're just assuming that we have to kill them, that there's nothing we can do.
Oh, well, if you can think of a way to trap them, Fauna.
Do you even know how he did this? Maybe if we know how he did it, we can change them back.
Fauna, he's a king.
Do we have the time to find out?
I think we do. We have to trap them somehow, though. If you don't want them getting back to the village and you don't want them to stay here or to die, then you have to do something else.
Like I said, I haven't tried untwisting one of them while the spirit was still attached to the vessel.
This is your GM reminding you, Simmer, that you have information you have not shared with the party via a vision, where you saw what happened to them.
Oh, you mean in the cave?
Outside of the cave, you saw a symbol being carved into a tree.
Oh, yeah.
And immediately after,
that's
you
what
heard...
I was looking for. That's when I died.
Yeah. This is your reminder.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, so the thing that I was looking for when I was looking at my fire and died, or didn't die, it was a vision that I had of a tree with a symbol on it, and she's gonna just draw the symbol on the snow.
Fuck.
Is that a bad idea?
That's a bad
idea. You know that I have the symbol on my hand.
I do. It's a different symbol. They're different symbols.
Oh.
Different symbol.
I'm just gonna draw it in snow like this dumbass.
Go for it. Roll.
Fuck.
Roll face danger with
My brain.
Shadow or wit. Either one.
Okay, I'm gonna use fucking shadow because I am good at that.
Shadowy
On a scale of 1 to fuck, where are we?
No, it's fine. I'm gonna burn momentum, baby.
Smart move!
I did it.
Okay, strong hit. You draw the symbol. You feel, especially because you are a person who does magic and primordial magic pretty frequently, you feel power welling up within you as you draw the symbol. But you can just be like, nope, stop.
Before I finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not even like, you don't have to stop yourself drawing the symbol. You just have to stop yourself from pouring energy into the into the magic spell that it represents.
Yep. She points at the symbol and says, it was a very bad idea for me to draw this, so nobody else do it, but we are okay for now.
What?
It's a curse or something.
Curses can be broken.
Well, yes, of course, but you have to know how. But we could go to the tree. And she pulls out her matches and immediately goes to light one, but she still has 0 health, so someone please stop her, yes.
Yeah, Ash has one good arm, so he's gonna reach over and snatch them from her immediately.
I think Berlin's gonna take Not's shoulders and sit her down onto ground.
Yeah.
You need to rest first. And he's gonna pocket those matches.
Yeah.
You can have them back later.
Yes, I am tired.
I don't know how you did it, but your spirit was separated from your body for like an hour.
Maybe more like 2.
2, yeah.
Consider not doing that again.
It is not good for you. Neither your spirit or body is built to do that. He's a different case, and like points at Ash.
Speaking of that villain, he kind of just does a nod toward his arm.
Right, and like goes over, very like a chiropractor.
I need you to roll a heal.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're gonna, we'll do the heart thing again and just.
Not is curling up in Ash's cloak for a nap.
It's very toasty.
Yeah.
It's a weak hit.
Yeah, what happens on a weak hit on a heal?
I heal, but I suffer -1 supply or -1 momentum, which I'm gonna do -1 momentum.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think for this version of heal, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to write a new move for this. You can suffer spirit. You can suffer stress instead of supply, because it doesn't make sense to spend supply on this, but it does make sense to.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna just suffer -1 momentum because.
All right, no problem.
It just takes longer than usual, basically.
Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of like I think it's like the chiropractor like trying to drift something in place, and I think it just keeps like overlapping but not quite fitting in place, and she's like. So it just looks very weird to Fauna.
It's like the weirdest like chiropractic / massage exercise on Ash's one
You're doing
arm.
an aura massage.
Because
that's what it looks like to Fauna.
I think also because she's not like I think she's pretty like lackadaisical in terms of like how like in what position the physical arm is in. So it's very much like we'll yank it up this way, we'll yank it out this way. And Ash doesn't feel any of it.
Yeah, he's not reacting to it at all.
And I think
Other
while
than
that's
to just be like
while that's happening, you can take the make camp stuff.
I did. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
I have 1 health now. Congratulations.
Nice. You sure you
It's
don't want
not
to
0.
You don't want to suffer -1 supply and take that +1 health? So you'd have 2 health?
and like almost no supply.
No.
And 1 supply.
No,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I ended up taking spirit as well. Just because
Smart.
I think that and anyway, I actually have a bonus to resupplying because I'm a burb. So, and I also think that Not would, as she's falling asleep, because she's a sleepy girl, she would probably tell them no hunting in the area because she thinks that she's safe from the wrath of the spirit if she hunts as an animal, because that's part of the natural circle. She doesn't want to cause any more harm by having people walking around. So she's gonna let them know that she'll do all the hunting while they're on the road in the area. Okay. And then she's gonna take a big nap by the fire. Big old burb cat nap.
Alrighty. And I think as Not takes a nap and Ferlin practices some chiropractic and Fauna is very stressed, I think we see this shape that Not drew on the ground. We see it sort of fade as like a gust runs through the ravine and blows the snow aside, and then fade to the same symbol carved into the bark of a tree. And we can hear, like, we're just looking at it, but we can hear the sounds of these creatures, the sort of fevered moaning of them. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. So, thank you all so much. Before we go, let's do some outros. We're going to say, y'all are going to say who you are and where people can find you. Starting with the good burb, maker of friends, Summer.
Yes, hello. I am Summer. I am on the internet at Just a Summer Job, where you can find me tweeting and retweeting about everything that I've got going on online. Obviously, you can find me here every other Saturday. You can find me here every Monday. You can find me on Salty Sweet Games every Saturday morning. And you can find me throughout the week on off_the_table, playing a bunch of different games. And also, I am a GM with the Magpie Curated Play program. My games, I have a couple more coming up in October, and they're going to be spoopy. So if you're interested in playing some Urban Shadows with me, please go check those out. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much everything. I'm excited for next time we play.
Hell yeah. The tired spirit warden, Kiana.
Yay. This was great. Y'all can find me over on Twitter at Kiana S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Multi-internet, doing sorts of role-playing things, streaming, writing, Shine the Void. I am the co-producer of Salty Sweet Games. We do TTRPG and video game stuff over there. Basically Saturdays through Tuesday. So just come and hang out with us at some point then. And then I'm kind of around doing other stuff. And I'm here every couple of weeks. Being a very tired spirit chiropractor / walker / God, I'm trying to solve your problems, but you don't understand what these things mean.
Yeah. And last but absolutely not least, the tired spirit himself, the ghost with the crick in his neck, Jess.
That's a way to put it. Hello, I'm Jess. You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at Little Cup of Joe, mostly on Twitch. Most nights now at 10 p.m. Pacific, I am streaming Dragon Age or something else. Tonight it is something else. We do Otome games on the weekends, which are fun novels where things are sad and sometimes there are smooches, basically.
Yep.
And there's pretty art and good voice acting, so that's pretty much the size of that. But yeah, that's about it.
Sweet. And I am Dylan, aka Narcissus. You're on my channel right now, no matter where you're watching this. You can find me at Narcissus on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, and itch.io. Upcoming things that are happening Monday, as Summer mentioned, every single Monday we have a show called Really Playing Games, where Summer and I play point-and-click adventure games. Right now we're playing through Broken Age, and so help me God, we will be finishing that game on Monday.
We're fucking finishing that game on Monday.
Real solid start, real rough middle. we're not sure where it's
Can
going
they
to
make it up
land.
in the back? Third.
Find out
time
on
will
Monday
tell.
at 6 p.m. Pacific. Wednesdays are usually my video game streams. I'm doing something a little different for the next few ones. For I suppose possibly however long it takes. I am playing hardcore Minecraft, where you are locked into the hardest difficulty, and if you die once, you no longer can play that world. You have to start over from the beginning. And my goal is to play hardcore Minecraft from the beginning to the technical end, the slaying of the end dragon. And I'm doing that Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. But the other thing this week that's special for this week is I have a birthday. I am turning years old on the 24th of September, aka Thursday. Look, let me have this, Jess. Let me have this.
How dare you?
As the second youngest person here, let me have this.
You child, how dare you?
I'm turning a year older, technically, on the 24th, which is a Thursday, and I'm going to be doing a marathon stream from 3 p.m. Pacific all the way to midnight Pacific. Maybe beyond, I don't know. I have a loose schedule of things that may or may not happen, depending on 50 different factors, but what I do know is I will be streaming for an unhealthy amount of time on Thursday, in the hopes that I will have fun, y'all will have fun watching it, and perhaps you will consider doing some birthday things like donating money to me for my birthday, or subscribing, because for the first time ever, I think I will be doing the streamer thing of having a sub goal for the day, and also I will have a fundraising thing that's actually for the stream. I'm going to be raising money to upgrade some of the stream equipment. So, if you have some time, pretty much any time Thursday in the afternoon, please come by and hang out, because it's my birthday, and I would love to see you. So, thank you all so much for watching. We're 3 episodes in. We're 3 episodes in, kids, and the rails are nowhere in sight. I'm excited.
They never were.
But
yep.
What rails?
You pushed off into one direction, and we went somewhere.
Look, I didn't even know where I was pushing you, so I'm not upset about it at all. But we'll be back with more of this to find out if perhaps they can reverse this curse in 2 weeks' time. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night.